After hearing about the Swedish government's lack of will to enforce the law in these areas, and the way their state-connected media covered up facts about the cases, we heard about Roberta. Roberta is a Brazilian citizen who had a son with a Danish government official who lives in Sweden. After her divorce and attempt to return home to Brazil with her son, she was sentenced to 2 years in Swedish prison. This is her story.
So why can't you talk about the government here?
I don't feel that I can talk about the Swedish government or what they did to us.
Why?
Because the consequence, they don't take very well critics. They will be, I don't feel comfortable.
So you feel that if you criticize them, they'll come out against you?
Yes, like they did in the custody case. When I write a letter to the Brazilian president just describing what happened to us, they said that I was talking bad about Sweden, and so it was not good. And that's why it was one of the reasons that I could not have Lucas custody, because it was not the best for him that I talk bad about Sweden. They took my words as talking bad about Sweden, telling the truth. So I cannot tell the truth. I cannot say that they gave guarantees that I was not going to be arrested, and they arrested me, that they were not going to separate my son from me, and they did, and also that they put me in a cell, they interrogate me 3 in the morning. All this is wrong. For them it's wrong to tell the truth.
Is there freedom of speech in Sweden?
They say yes, but how do you call this? I don't call freedom.
Why would Sweden overlook violent crimes and assaults by migrants, but target young mothers like Roberta?
So there are certain things you can't say, even though they're true. And there are other things you're free to say, even though they are not true, So what you say as a multiculturalist, you go on saying the right things, which are wrong, but you can say them, and you should say them, because it protects you and it gives you a lot of friends, and you can write a lot of articles, and everything you say is bogus, but it doesn't matter. So social reality no longer matters.
I was lecturing on John Stuart Mill, and then in the middle of the classroom was this Swedish Muslim convert, all dressed in black, with a white powdered face, and well, that was it. I didn't say anything out of the ordinary. In fact, I was citing John Stuart Mill a few times, and this was like a court proceeding, and I was accused, I felt, for having lectured on John Stuart Mill, and I also told them, why am I here? After 8 months, and I think I must have sent about 100 emails, maybe 150 emails, I don't know. I was acquitted. The case was closed, and I was deemed not guilty of defamation, not guilty of discrimination. I was let off the hook, so to speak. And I thought, you took 1,000 hours of my life.
Jag är så trött. Jag hjälper alltså invandrare och sådana som är barn till invandrare. Jag hjälper dem att få jobb i det här landet.
Jag är fortfarande inte invandrare.
De har jätteproblem på grund av att de tjafsar som du gör.
Jag är fortfarande inte invandrare.
Jag har inte sagt.
Du sa det nyss.
Just days after we left Sweden, we received news of a horrific crime that took place in Uppsala, Sweden.
Nej. Nej. Nej.
Så du blev våldtagen.
Emil, du
där fick vi fram svaret.
Emil, du vet.
Nej, där fick vi fram svaret. Du har blivit våldtagen.
For 3 hours, a group of migrants live-streamed on Facebook the rape of a young Swedish girl. The attack only stopped when police entered, alerted by Facebook users who had been commenting on the video. The rapists were later identified as 2 men from Afghanistan, aged 20 and 18. In the footage, one can be seen holding a revolver handgun. Lawyers for the 2 Afghans say there is not enough strong evidence to make the case and are looking for charges to be dropped. This is a sad reminder of the situation Sweden faces as a country of 400 rape incidences in 1975 is now topping 6,500 yearly. Statistics show 77% of rapes committed in Sweden are committed by just 2% of the population, Middle Eastern males. Only time will tell if Sweden will be able to alter this fate, or if this once great country has been forever changed. Jack Posobiec, reporting for Cernovich Media.